ate noodles with no packet. Cereal.
We know the my nigga joke. Unfortunately for Jack Harlow, he is fair skinned and we looking at y'all a little funny. I'm not gonna lie. We didn't seen this experiment before. We didn't seen this before. So anybody that's light, bright, and fair skinned and you coming into hip hop, you're gonna have a microscope on you because we just seen we're still seeing the Post Malone thing. Black history is still happening. MTV didn't want.
Yeah, but you guys, you know what I always find really stupid is like, how can the black culture really just hold down hip hop as their own thing? Sure, we started it, okay? But does that mean that we have to gatekeep it? Don't we then turn around and get mad at the others for gatekeeping their sort of things as well, their cultures and their things that they have, and then being like, oh, why are you guys doing this? Why are you oppressing us? You know what I mean? This idea of cultural and musical segregation, is that really the thing? Shouldn't we just accept everyone for making music? Now, mind you, most music genres, the majority of music genres were started by black culture, okay? Whether it comes to rock, jazz, even country music, that belongs to us. All of it is ours. They took it. So now what? We have the last stronghold is hip hop. Hip hop isn't even that interesting of a genre, okay? As much as I do like hip hop, it's like the last thing I want to do, and the one thing that I hate is that one dude who's always listening to hip hop and music early in the morning, bro. Like, bro. Niggas got no brain cells.
Michael Jackson on TV. America has never not been racist. We watching y'all. Like, I'm just gonna keep it real. It's not us. We just watching what y'all do because, yeah, we've seen this Post Malone thing before. We've seen the Miley Cyrus thing before. We've seen the Kid Rock thing, right? We've seen people come use hip hop. We literally have MAGA rappers right now. We have MAGA rappers right now who have tattoos on their face. We got that now. So Jack Harlow, we definitely looking at you funny because you ain't doing that, right? Like, you ain't doing that, but you doing this.
Gotta save it this time.
Yeah, but the track is nice, though.
I gotta save in my mind.
Jack Harlow released an R&B album, and when he announced the name of the album and he did these little snippets.
I can't see you with a white woman.
Yeah, I can't see you with one either.
Really?
Yeah, my brother. Never seen you with one.
I was like, all right, this man's on the clock. But I scrapped that video because when I did it, it was like 5 minutes of me just straight hating. And so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna give him some time and let's see how this album is gonna be, and then we'll give him a video. Because honestly, like I said, any white rapper, if you're a white rapper, we watching you. I'm gonna look at you funny because what are you here for? What are your intentions? I'm sorry. These Jack.
This is what I'm saying, dude. This just the idea and concept behind this video. It's so close-minded. What? Why do we need to be like, oh, if you're white, you're under the clock. Under the clock of what? Under the guise of what? Under what geyser? Under what guise? Guy. I got a guy. I'm a guy's guy. Pause. No, but who are we to say who's allowed to come into hip hop and make a name in it? So the non-coloreds, they're the ones who have to be under the clock. But if Spanish or Asian culture or indie culture, they come in and they make rap music, then it's okay. But once again, this idea of cultural segregation and essentially mental and conscious segregation is so stupid to me. It's like anyone should be allowed to do anything. That's what it will allow us all to band together and not have these interjecting ideas about people need to be in their own corner or their own lane. What are you guys talking about? Then if this is the case, then we should talk about the subgenre that is what Asian artists who are making what Afro beats, Afro music, Asian artists that are making Jamaican music. What do we say about them? They just get a free pass? I'm saying this is such a stupid topic that could just divulge and fall into some abyss of eventually just no one allowed to do anything. This is a dumb topic of discussion, bro. You're gonna hate on the guy for making black music because he made an R&B project? Jeez, what a stupid conversation.
Harlow's living off the sins of Post Malone. I'm gonna keep it real with you. He's living off those sins of Kid Rock. I'm sorry. It's very rare that we get an Eminem. It's very rare that we get a Mac Miller. It's very rare that we get a Macklemore who actually respect this culture and isn't trying to get popular. With Jack Harlow doing this kind of switch so early on in his career, for one, it reminded me of the Divine Feminine. Jack Harlow himself during this interview, where we're not gonna talk about the I got blacker thing because I get what he was trying to say. He should have said I went into more black roots, right? Like he shouldn't have said I got blacker, right? Like he should have said I dived more into black culture. I dived more into black art. I dived more into black music. He could have said so many other things. So we're not gonna beat him up for that. But during that interview, interview, he said that early on in his career, he was following mostly Drake.
You were on a very Drake path for a while.
Yeah, School of Drake, absolutely. As I've gotten older, I've become more concerned with finding my voice and finding the way I want to move as an artist.
I think that is the worst foundations you can actually have as an artist, especially today. So the fact that he's doing these switches and doing these things, and even though he said he dived more into, you know, finding himself and finding his voice and trying to go more into the artistry, I don't think he has the cachet. I don't think he has the love. I don't think he has the interest in the art, in the hard part of the art that you have to understand and you have to go do like a Mac Miller.
I think I was so determined.
What is this guy talking about, dude? Has he listened to old Jack Harlow? Old Jack Harlow is nothing but straight bars. Pause. Nothing but straight bars. Obviously, it's somebody who understands what it means to have a good pen. Before even following the school of Drake, he was following just the school of what it means to just be like a kid who can actually spit. Yes, the tracks before on his come up, they weren't the most, I guess you can say, mainstream friendly. But then again, I don't think that that's what he was really aiming for. He was just aiming to be, I'm gonna be a good rapper. I'm gonna be a decent lyricist. And then as things started to progress, he started saying that, okay, well, maybe this idea of being a good rapper and a good lyricist isn't going to pay the bills. I need to find a way to make these strong ideas more dumbed down. And hence why he went with the school of Drake. An artist also that was similar to this ideology is Lupe Fiasco. Lupe Fiasco, what's the song that he has that Jay-Z told him to do? Dumb It Down, right? He's essentially talking about how his ideas and concepts for music were too high level, that it was going over people's heads. Because at the end of the day, it's true, most people are stupid. But look what happened to Lupe Fiasco when he went too mainstream. Everybody said, no, this isn't going to cut. We don't like this kind of Lupe. And then ever since then, Lupe fell off. So is Jack Harlow going to fall off? I don't know, man. I like Jack, but maybe he's already fallen off, you know?
To achieve a certain thing and land in a certain place that maybe the spot I wanted to land in my head wasn't as nuanced as it is now.
All the concerns that I had with Jack Harlow is presenting itself. This is the reason why I was such a big fan of Mac Miller. Everything I see in Jack Harlow is everything that I saw originally in Mac, and Mac made a switch, and a convincing switch. I don't think this is a convincing enough switch. I don't know if this is a pop.
How does he have to convince you? What I'm not understanding that. Mac Miller, perfect example. You're gonna say he's stealing from black culture? Little Peep. You're gonna say they're stealing from black culture? It's this conversation. This is why when it comes to, like, I'm sorry, but when it comes to black Americans, bro, like y'all have such a low IQ, bro. Like I'm sorry.
Popular move, but it just doesn't feel like a genuine, like, ooh, I like this, right? It just all felt wrong. The rollout, even the joking of like, I like black girls, like I couldn't see you without a black woman, like the whole everything to this was very just like, I'm not feeling it. But yeah, this is about everything I expected from the kids.
So I think early in my career, I was split between, do I want to be an entertainer or an artist? Do I want to be a celebrity or an artist? I have now chosen artist.
His first thing was like Kentucky Fried Chicken.
There's no secret down here that blacks and chickens are quite fond of one another.
It was just everything about what he is going to be within our culture just didn't make sense. So we're just waiting for the switch. We know the switch is going to come. I feel as though this is R&B, neo soul, like this is R&B. Oh, so you're already stepping over this way. If it was genuine, like with my least favorite Mac Miller album at the time of it coming out, it was like Blue Slide Park and the Divine Feminine. As I got older and I went back to the Divine Feminine, I loved it, and it made so much sense for a lot of the melodic melodies that I got on Swimming and what I got on Circles and where he was going later. Coming from Blue Slide Park to watching movies with a sound off to then Good AM. Oh my goodness, I think that's one of the best runs in music. Watching movies with a sound off, Good AM, and then I think the Divine Feminine was next. I think that was a crazy 3-pack, and then Swimming, Mac Miller was different. And so I don't see that in Jack Harlow. Now the kid is young. Will he go and transcend? Yes. Should I maybe listen to this R&B album? Maybe. I just don't see the need for me to give him.
So the nigga hasn't even listened to the project, and then he's gonna make a full video clowning. Bro, stop. Stop it. You niggas, bro, stop it. Y'all love to waste time, bro. Y'all love to waste people's time. I don't like that.